advantage of the pendulum principle, be on this side of the anchor point, feet opposite from head. Level 2, feet right underneath the anchor point. Level 3, a little bit in front of the anchor point here. We're going to do 10 body saws at your own pace. Ready, begin. Once again, everything focuses on a nice strong core. So core is turned on, glutes are turned on, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Quads are turned on, and you're just pushing yourself back to give yourself a little bit of lever arm that has to challenge that core. Move as slow and controlled as you need to be. As you come forward, don't let the spine round. Stay tight, tight here. Bring it forward, tight, tight, try those hips. Don't let the back round as you come forward. Back stays nice and flat. Come forward with a nice flat back, that's better. Make sure you get 10 good reps. Level 1, level 2 are on their forearms. Level 3 gets a big challenge here, pulling those shoulder blades down and back and doing that body saw from the hands. Center of gravity is higher from his base of support. He's less stable, more controlled. Once again, to make this exercise harder, don't go faster. You got to move slower and with more control. Once you get that 10th rep, drop those knees down, relax for a second. That's the end of our second round. We're getting ready to start our third round. Now that we got that core turned on by moving from the upper body, we're now going to go to our half kneeling rollout, and we're going to work it from the lower body. So for this one, you're going to grab a towel. You can take a t-shirt and ball it up because we want to put it underneath that knee so you have a little bit more control in that grounded leg. So this movement's going to map to any time you would have to shovel or put something up on a shelf or even climbing in or a low crawl. Once again, we're going to take advantage of our pendulum principle here. Our level 1 is going to start with his head right underneath the anchor point or maybe even a little bit in front. This way, as he starts to roll out, he's going to have a little bit of downhill action to bring him home. You want to adjust from this half kneeling stance the handles so they're at knee height. So all our athletes are going to start with their right knee down. We're going to have that right toe tucked underneath and back so we get a little bit of mobility work into that ankle. You're going to have a nice straight line going ear, shoulder, hip, knee to that grounded side, and both hands are inside of that left leg. You're going to do 5 reps each side, and you want to make sure you're in control the whole time. So before we start, just like we did with the lunge, make sure core's turned on, glutes are turned on, hips are square, and you're going to try and keep those hips and that knee facing forward as we go into it, 5 reps each side. Go ahead and start. That rollout takes place at a 45-degree angle. Level 1, because he's on this side of the anchor point, has some assistance coming back. As you roll out here, core stays turned on. Notice those hips are staying square and the knees are fine there. And level 3, as he walks out, he's actually going to drop down into a little bit of a tricep press and bring himself back up. Now we're going to combine core stability with hip mobility. As you roll out, you're going to feel a nice stretch into that front inner thigh and